Hello, my lovely ones. Welcome in. This is Cleo Ra, and this is a reading for whoever resonates with the title. The message I got was that the scaffolding of the mind is coming down and there's freedom coming for somebody. So I'm speaking to someone who must have worked on themselves for a very long time, and I feel like you had a determination to not be what other people projected onto you or kind of made you feel like you had to blend into. But I feel like you had to break out, because as I was selecting my tarot deck, the first house card jumped off of the compass deck. So this is all about you. It could be that you've got significant first house placements and there's something coming alive in you. I'm seeing a bulb lighting up, an orange, yellow. It's like a yellowy bulb, but you've got deep roots. I'm seeing this dark energy, which is symbolic spiritually of having a lot of life experience. So there's something about your experience lighting up. I'm hearing kaboom. So there's something very potent happening for somebody as you remove yourself from one scenario. It could be, the way you see yourself is shifting. Things are changing in the way you feel when it comes to this scaffolding of the mind being removed so that the spirit can fly. And they're showing me a human with wings jumping off of the roof of a building with their wings. So there's something you're doing that's big, epic, and beautiful. Let's have a look what's coming out. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, protectors who move in the energy of love. What's the message we need about the scaffolding of the mind? Okay. Now, these aren't reversed. I don't reverse my cards. This is the star card, but it is funny how sometimes we pick our decks up upside down and then we have to turn it upright again. So there's you flying and floating, and I feel like you've been wishing upon a star. I feel like you know the power of your mind. Perhaps you were drawn to a certain book. Could be the Law of Attraction, could be the Seth books. It could be something like that. Maybe you were drawn to certain channelings previously in your life, and I'm getting this message that it took you onto the right pathway, something metaphysical or spiritual that you read. And this could even have been a book about paganism, Wicca, magic, but you set something alive within yourself and you decided to take the occult pathway, the alchemical pathway, the magical pathway. So this is the fruition of you following that magical energy and really following the light, following that beautiful warm energy. What's falling down? Four of Cups. So this just fell on the floor. So, that's Spirit's way of letting me know that you've been through periods of dissatisfaction and maybe waiting and hoping, because following our dreams, we can get big bursts of excitement. And we can feel like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get it done. But then we wake up in the morning and it's like, oh, I've got to do the work, right? There's practical things we had to get on with, practical things we've all got to get on with. And I feel like you've done a lot of those practical things, because the Four of Cups, that feeling of maybe missing out, being dissatisfied, it's falling out of your life now. And it's really beautiful. It's almost like they're showing me a church with scaffolding around it. So you've been building your temple and you've been doing it solidly, because they could show me any euphemism or any metaphor or any example of a temple. But this time they're showing me one made out of stone. They're showing me a European Catholic church made out of stone, very beautiful. They're showing me Barcelona, okay? They're giving me designer labels coming through here. Christian Dior, Valentino. I don't know. Maybe it's because you're limited edition, something like that, okay? You're moving out of a period of pain here. Something in you, and this could be past life, or this could be something that surfaced in this life, or both combined, but you're clearing something out here, an agony, a pain. And again, this could have been something very deep rooted in your soul, because we've got a heart that's split into three and pulled in many directions here, almost as if you were ripped in multiple directions and now you're being made whole. Because there's a separation here, the strings going outwards, things breaking. And then here we've got this cord, this smooth silver cord, I'm being told. The red cords of pain and the silver cord of love. And you're floating up now out of something destabilizing, disheartening, painful, and you're moving up into that realm. They keep giving me Asgard. They keep giving me that higher world kind of opalescent energy that you're moving into. And we've got the Queen of Wands here. And I love to see the Queen of Wands. Fire, Aries energy, first house, putting yourself first. So I feel like there was something you had to do where it could have been tricky for you, because I feel like with all of these strings coming off of this heart, you've been in scenarios where you just give and give and give and give and give and give. And maybe you had to rebalance at some point in your life and take all of that spiritual knowledge that you picked up on. If this reading is for you, I feel like something got you earlier in your life and took you out of a boring life, or took you out of the mainstream, or pulled you onto the alchemical pathway, the pathway of color and light and love. And you did it all by yourself with the first house, Queen of Wands energy. I do love a Queen of Wands because she knows whatever scenario she's in, she can pick up that wand of focus, get fired up, call on the divine and go. Focus, pocus, whatever you visualize, you can have. We do see with the Two of Pentacles that there's been a lot of back and forth and, you know, trying things and experimenting and getting out in the world, but maybe not knowing exactly where you belong. Because with the Two of Pentacles, to me, it's a card of experimentation within reality creation. So I feel like, you know, you finally found the pathway, or you finally found the course that you wanted to go on, because there's a lot of things you had to gather here. And I'm getting that, bizarrely enough, the pain was your direction. There's something about pain directing you here. But with the Two of Pentacles, you know, it took a lot, you know, a lot of learning something here, grabbing something there, maybe not knowing where you belong, but knowing that they were pieces of the puzzle that you could take onto this main carriageway. I'm getting this energy of a main carriageway, the right pathway, Chariot energy. Temperance here, we have to find the cure for ourselves. And so often it's so easy for us to look out onto the internet, or to, you know, maybe ask doctors or look in books for cures and solutions. But the real spiritual work is in finding our own cure. The real spiritual work is in being independent spiritually. And that's where so many people get dragged off of the garden pathway, listening to other people's spiritual advice, etc., etc. The only thing we can trust is universal law. And I feel like you learned that. You came off of maybe, you know, not that we can't be inspired by other people, and we always are, and we're always in this together. But I feel like you stopped listening to generic advice. It's something about like generic life advice. You know, they get you with like wanting to fit in, or wanting to blend, or whatever. And I feel like whatever it is that you read, or you found, or you saw, there was something important that took you onto your true pathway. So that's beautiful. Let's get some clarifiers and see where this is going. Okay, let's see. Show me. What is it about the scaffolding of the mind being removed? There will be flowers. I'm hearing there will be flowers. I'm seeing desolation here, and someone who's adapted, you know, someone who's adapted so much to some sort of pain. And with the Two of Pentacles, there are tactics involved here. You know, I'm getting sort of anything to get through the day kind of energy. You know, a little of this, appreciating that, maybe little, you know, little things that just kept you going. But now this is the big thing. I'm getting, this is the big thing. You did the hard work in the pain, finding little things to keep you going. A YouTube video here, a smile in the street, you know, one little energy here, one little energy there. And now it's like you're being launched. Now it's like you're floating up. Let's see what we need from these oracles. Oh, how beautiful. The feeling that just came over me when this feather came out, the lightening of the load, and I'm feeling energy being released through it. It's like the column of the chakra system, and energies are being released, mostly sacral chakra. Okay, so it could be that this pain was very deep for you. There's something about motherliness, fertility with the sacral chakra, parenthood, or just being such a deep lover, you know, someone who loves very deeply. So there's something that went deep, because you can see here this balloon is tied on, and this would be root chakra energy here. And it's like you can imagine this I was about to say flower. Says something about a flower, a single flower, because I just saw this feather as a flower. Okay, they're showing me a black rose for some reason. But it was like you were tied to some sort of pain in your root chakra, really tied and committed. It's like a committal, you know, something you really love, something that went so deep. It hit you at the root chakra, the sacral chakra. You could have felt things, maybe, I don't know, sensations in your sacral chakra flutterings. There could be something regarding that area for you. I'm getting someone out there could have had a problem with food, and it relates to this pain. Emotional pain affects the body. So someone's noticed that. And now you're going to be free from that. It's vibrational, they're saying. It's vibrational. You clear the mind, you clear the body. And you're getting the perfect deal for you, okay? There's something about a deal coming through. We've got a gift coming through. Black and gold is very important. Progress here. All these baby steps. This is like a million baby steps. A million baby steps you took. Reflecting, making progress in any way you could, finding the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and just having faith and keeping on moving through the desert, even when it felt like a slog. I feel like you've got this way of recalibrating or just being really tough, because I'm seeing your head inside this bubble. Like, I don't care about the world. At times, maybe you've been like this for someone. Not caring about the world, just keeping yourself out of all the things that other people care about. Because there's something about you being cocooned here. Cocooned in a ball of pain, but determined with the first house. There's such a dichotomy here, such contradiction. Someone who's been in pain and despair and reflecting, perhaps, clearing the soul, clearing the lake of the soul. And then bang, there's this big firework energy. Queen of Wands is the most feisty, confident, powerful witch. Powerful. I'm getting High Priestess here, High Priest, because I feel like that's where you're going to. Queen of Wands has to conjure from any scenario. She remembers who she is, and she's like, no, I'm taking the best, and I won't settle for anything less, and that's it. And I'd rather go without and cocoon myself, reflecting on whatever, than ever take anything less than the best. First house, number one. So it's so beautiful, and everything you do in this life, it's available non-physically for all other beings. So when you take a tricky pathway where you've dealt with monumental pain, because I'm getting even the pain was a gift to you, even the pain was a gift. It reminded you what matters. It took you maybe out of the bubble here. Because without pain, how do we know what we care about? You could have spent a lot of time in your life feeling numb, feeling removed, feeling like you're not part of anything with that bubble. But you had to be there. You had to reflect up in the spiritual realm, I'm getting. You were reflecting up in the spiritual realm when you were bubbled off from the physical world or what they expected from you. But I'm getting this energy of holding the course and bubbling yourself off in some crazy way, appreciating, because this is monumental pain that you're going to be free from. This is deep. This is desolate. No growth. No flowers here. There were no flowers here. Just desolate wasteland. I hope this is, not literal for anybody in this lifetime. But, the way we feel is everything. And the way you feel is going to be catapulted up. Because, it's almost like they're showing me this as a catapult. You've pulled something back so long. You've put so much into something, your spiritual progress, that now it's going to catapult. So this is you going from some sort of desolation sequence. I'm getting desolation sequence. And then floating out of it, heavenly, being lifted up, being in those cosmic, beautiful, golden feelings in your mind, body, and soul. Let's get some of these, let's clarify here. You could have felt like you've been waiting to move into some sort of sanctuary, some sort of peaceful state of being. And you've been processing a lot of data. That's what I'm getting with this Three of Swords. But let's take a look and see, because you're being freed from the desolation sequence. There we go. We've got strength here. Big Leo energy on the table. Holding on to your strength over and over and over and over and over and over. I'm getting over and over and over and over again. Over and over again. You came back to your strength. This is monumental manifesting power for someone who, it's easy going baby steps, and I feel like you went baby steps through spirituality. But in this physical thing you're going into, because of all the baby steps you took in reflection, in your spiritual hermit mode, in your bubble, there's something physical that's going to catapult you. There's something physical that's going to kaboom you, catapult you. And this is for the gods, okay? The ones with strength. High Priestess, there you go. I knew that card was going to come out. There's that bubble, the bubble right here, the intuitive bubble, the protective bubble, the spiritual bubble. This is what has given you your freedom. Okay, so maybe you felt like you've been in hermit mode forever, but this is what's given you your freedom. We've got a tower here with the Three of Wands. And like I say, this is how big it's going to feel to you. Monumental. Monumental. Getting out of a tower, crumbling it. It's dead. It's gone. The old mindset, the old feelings, the old spiritual layout, it can no longer be anymore, because you're getting on a powerful ship and moving forward with everything you gathered in that private, sacred space. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. Show me Queen of Wands. What's on the... Okay, we've got the Knight of Coins here. An offer coming in. Paste. Something reliable. We've got the Three of Cups here. So again, party energy. Lots of support. I'm getting real strong turquoise energy here, coming off of these mermaid scales. So turquoise, for some reason they're pulling me to this, but they're saying turquoise, whereas that looks more turquoise to me. But there's something like about teal, about rich colors, peacock blue. Thank you for my viewer. I always say Persian blue when actually it's peacock blue. So that's a great one. There's a richness coming in for you after some sort of gray, after some sort of desolation. Something was moving slowly, but now I feel like you're realizing that there's a lovely gait. I'm feeling a horse trotting. This horse here is trotting at a pace that is lovely and smooth and rhythmic and cheerful, actually. So I feel like there's going to be a cheerful pathway for you to move down. Your path is lighting up with fun, with giggles. Okay, there's something about the gentility of cheerfulness coming in for you. And 10 of Pentacles. This is home. This is the loot. This is that temple you were building. The scaffolding is coming down and the house is built with the 10 of Coins. So this is about the life you built for yourself being the life you're in after so much strength. I'm hearing so much harmony. They're giving me yin, yin. So you've had to harmonize as a non-physical type being, in the sense that you view things from non-physical, or you feel such a strong non-physical connection, and you've had to harmonize with a world that doesn't allow for you to be aligned with universal law, right? You've had to be the high priestess in a world that doesn't want you to be a high priestess. And now they want this here. Now you can be the high priestess. You always knew you were the high priestess, but you were bubbled up. You were protected. You were preserved for this, for your 10 of Pentacles, because there's nowhere else for you. This is your soul group. This is your home. So it's being built. It's been built. And now it has been built, right? It's been being built and now it's completed here. Look at this. We've got the Sun and the Lovers. This is your pathway. And they're laughing, saying, you are about to bite this apple. They're saying, do not fear biting the apple. Okay? Do not, for anyone watching, if you've been hypnotized by the Bible, this will scare you. All right. But this apple's getting bit. Okay. And beautiful energy, new growth. There's those sunflowers in the garden. The butterflies that the high priestess was working on harvesting are now flying free in the Garden of Eden. I don't know why they're giving me the word Babylon. And now they're taking me to Persepolis, from Babylon to Persepolis. So that could mean something to somebody. I've got a beautiful, radiant child on the card, watched by God, watched by the energy of Ra, watched by the divine beings. And the light's about to hit you in this freedom. Okay, I'm getting that the light is about to hit you. You're going to feel so free and so good. There's something about a merry-go-round here. So I feel like you're stepping out of the bubble and onto the merry-go-round. And I feel like you really worked hard for this. Yeah, you've had a lot. Look at this. You've had so much warfare, people watching you, enemies. But there's 3 lions here being very significant, standing out to me. And then we've got the emblem, something about the world you've been in, not wanting you to see who you were. The world didn't want you to see who you were. They didn't want you to think you're a high priestess, because the world is made up of individual families and you had to find your family. But the world tries to pull people off and make people feel like they don't have that. And you dodged that. You avoided that. You knew who you were in spirit, regardless of what the world was showing you. So I'm going to get some runes and see what's coming out here. Yeah, Raido. All right, you're a god now. And they tested you. They wanted you to think you were a human. They wanted you to operate out of fear. They wanted you to think, oh, crap, should I place my bet here? Do you know what I mean? Like, they want you to give up on your dreams, and you didn't. You kept going to hit that feeling. There's no other feeling like it. Getting that is no other feeling like it. What have we got here? Algies. Now, what they're showing me here is the stick. Someone wanted you to be a stick. Okay, there's something about someone using something to hit you with. And I hope this isn't a real stick, because people, they often battle psychologically now. Well, they try to do the spiritual, not the spiritual. Well, yeah, there is a lot of spiritual warfare out there, but they try and do the social warfare, you know? And I feel like someone used a lot of social warfare on you, but you turned a stick into a scepter. All right. So that could mean something to somebody. They wanted you to be cotton, but you are silk. They wanted you to be human, but you are a god. They wanted you to be flat, but you are magic. You can write that in the comments. I am pure magic. And I am a god. Okay. And this is the harvest. This is the Yera rune. So what this means is that you're getting paid back for everything you invested in the bubble is coming to fruition in the sunshine. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm a bit tired today. 2222 on my clock, but I know someone needs this message. I love you, Cherubima. Mwah.